There is one single pest species that has caused so much damage to wildlife in California that some experts have likened this single species as damaging to wildlife as an earthquake or wildfire, a huge claim for a region that has dealt with severe wildfires in recent years. While this is a big claim, it is likely an accurate one. The pest in question is called Nutria, otherwise known as Coypu, and it has the power to change biomes and entire landscapes as seen by aerial satellite photography. Nutria are small, rodent-like creatures that kind of look like a mix between a raccoon and a rat. However, they are slightly larger than a rat and around the size of a raccoon. They are not native to the United States, but were originally brought here about 100 years ago for fur trading. However, fur trading proved to be unprofitable as these creatures tended to eat quite a lot and had a tendency to escape into the wild as well. Some fur traders released their nutria into the wild, whereas others escaped. They were thought to not cause that much of a problem at the time. However, that idea would prove to be totally flawed. The introduction of nutria into new habitats around the world has proven to be very detrimental to the environment. The California Department of Fish and Wildlife has compared the threat of their presence to that of wildfires in terms of damage to the ecosystem and risk for other species. The problem is so apparent and damaging to the diversity of wetland ecosystems that environmental groups that are normally opposed to culling are actually open to the idea of culling nutria. And the Louisiana Department of Wildlife and Fisheries has also seen an extreme problem in the state of Louisiana, providing hunters $5 for a nutria tail and $1 for a nutria heart. The Louisiana Department of Wildlife and Fisheries has also encouraged the hunting and eating of nutria, as has other places. In fact, you can literally search up nutria recipe online to find your own nutria recipes. Some of these recipes are even saying, if you can't beat them, eat them. They are trying to encourage the hunting and eating of these creatures to combat the damage that they have been causing. So what exactly are these nutria creatures doing that has prompted such extreme responses from local governments across the United States? Well, nutria typically spend most of their time in water, but occasionally will go up to land. However, they won't drift too far away from a lake, river, or body of water. They cause severe damage to the environment as a result of their burrowing and intense herbivory, or in other words, eating a ton of plants. This leads to the damage of wetlands such as those in California, causing more scarcity and destroying the environment of species which are already rare and endangered living in these wetlands. The damage caused by nutria is so apparent that some satellite photos can show the rapid transformation that nutria can make in just a few decades of infesting a wetland. Nutria simply eat a ton, and they never stop eating throughout the year. They will literally happily eat through an entire wetland. It's been observed via this satellite photography that nutria have the capacity to turn a wetland biome into an open water biome, eating up the majority of plants, which prevents the other creatures there from getting the food that they need to survive, putting these creatures at risk for extinction. Nutria can also carry tuberculosis, which is a threat to humans and wildlife. And this is just one disease among other parasites and pathogens that they can carry and transmit as well. In short, nutria are a threat to ecosystems not just in the United States but around the world. They are a non-native invasive species that have an unfair advantage over other wildlife creatures in the same ecosystem. This leads to them overeating, destroying the diversity of the ecosystem and causing endangered and at-risk species to be at an increased risk of going extinct. The problem is so severe that these local governments have encouraged the trapping, hunting, and even eating of these creatures in order to combat the damage that they are causing. So if you think that you have a wildlife or pest-related problem inside of your own home, whether it be nutria or other wildlife and pests such as raccoons, skunks, ants, bees, insects of any kind, make sure to contact us by calling 855-WILDLIFE or visit our website at wildlifexteam.com so that we can handle the problem for you. We'll remove the creatures and safely return them to where they
Having trouble with wildlife in your home or office? Wildlife X Team is your solution to get rid of the raccoons, bats, rats, and snakes. Having a professional team, we offer both residential and commercial animal removal methods by using innovative and integrated techniques. Our services include animal trapping, dead animal removal, nuisance wild animal control, and animal capture. What are you waiting for? To get 24/7 service, call us at 855-WILDLIFE for an affordable solution for your nuisance wildlife issues.